Welcome back to my YouTube channel. The topic of today, we will be covering the fact that Jezebel spirits, evil demonic spirits manifested in certain people, which is many of them, they are just very frustrated and flustered and filled with so much anger at the fact that they cannot have dictatorship or authority or power over your life and who you are. God has specifically placed a very bright light within you and has placed spiritual gifts within your spirit. You have the consciousness, awareness of who you are and who other people are with the spirit of discernment. God has gifted you with the spirit of discernment, and now you have the ability to see people exactly for who they are in their spirit, and you can see straight through the facade and the fakery and the mask and the fake love bombing and every little tactic, manipulative tactic that they try to bring your way or try to use to manipulate you will no longer be at all useful for them to use, because you're going to quickly pick up on their little manipulative games, their emotional manipulation that they try to use on you. They try to play these little mind games with you, these hot and cold games, all of that psychology type of manipulation, witchcraft type of energy that they use, which is all demonic and it's all deceitful, and it doesn't come from God. That type of spirit that they have, that is manifested and it tries to get to you. The devil tries to use these people to try to get to you and try to um, set a plan for your life to either steal, kill, or destroy something in your life. As we know, the devil roars like a lion seeking whom to devour. And therefore, we have to remain vigilant, and we have to be just aware of our adversary who roams around us like these monitoring spirits and these Jezebel spirits who are inside of people, and they don't even know why they act the way that they do. But it's already, as we know, it's spiritual warfare, and it's the darkness in them, and it's the principalities of the dark forces that are operating in these people to take away and to get us off from being in the kingdom of the light and of God. Okay? And from walking in the truth, and from just going through that narrow path in that door. Now, chosen ones, we already know who God says we are. We have a very strong sense of self. No one can ever try to make us doubt who we are, or we're not going to listen to um, a little minion that has no power and authority over us, because we have already submitted ourselves to the Holy Spirit, and that Holy Spirit is within us, and that light, no matter what, will expose the darkness in other people's hearts that they tried to hide from us. Now, one thing is that they are obsessed with everything in your life. They these little these little minions is running around all just brainless, doing whatever it is that they try to do, making just irrational decisions and acting recklessly, and just are destroyers and literally just don't even think before they do something. And they end up destroying themselves as we know it. You have the spirit of discernment, and you stand still, and you are very aware of what they try to do. And no matter what, whatever is meant to bring you down, you always get you always get back on your feet. Although you may fall 7 times, you will stand up 8 times. So, just proof that nothing will work in their favor, and it'll work instead in your favor. Now, this is just to know that they can't control you. God's children are not easily influenced by dark principalities, by dark forces. We're not easily convinced of a lie. We will not believe a lie. We will not live a lie. We will not even be willing to become a lie in who we are. So, we won't let them control us by trying to convince us of a lie that we already know is a lie. Why would we, as a chosen one, who is we're living in that spirit of truth, why would we buy into, feed into their lies when we know that everything that they say is just foolishness and it is just not righteous? It is unrighteous. Their lie is going to not stand because because it's not standing on the truth. It's a weak foundation. When you stand in the truth, you have a very strong foundation that you're standing on. But a lie will not withstand for a long time. Eventually, their lies will catch up to them. Eventually, their lies will expose their own work, their own deceitful work. You know what I'm saying? So, they can't control you. And that irritates, that infuriates them. Because they can easily control many other people. It's very easy for them to convince other people to follow them, to lead them astray towards destruction, towards the darkness, towards an empty pit, and towards future faking and everything. And love bombing them and grooming them. And people will easily just believe and fall into the great deceit. Now, you're different. You've been wired differently. The way you are is not resembling how other people are in this world, which is our followers. You're a natural born leader. A natural born leader does not follow. I mean, you only follow God. And that is what you live by. But the worldly ways, you already know that everything is going to collapse in due time. And everything is just going to perish because there's a lot of evil and darkness. And they're destroyers of They end up destroying themselves in the end. Chosen ones are not from here, from this domain that we're living in, this earth. So what that means is that not only do we think differently, but we act according to the truth. We will not submit ourselves to false gods, to false preachers, or seducing spirits, or Jezebel spirits any longer. God has already lifted up that veil from over our eyes, those little tiny, those ways that the devil was trying to just keep us like blinded from who we are, blind us from the truth, and blind us from what God has told about us, that we are favored. And there's nothing else that will be able to get in the way of God's will over our life. Right? They can give opinions, they can give us advice whenever they want. These little demons can always try to pretend like they have some sort of an illusion of power, or treat you like you're beneath them. But you already know that as time passes by, you will rise up. You've already risen up. So they're living in their delusion, in an illusion of arrogancy and of pride and of deceitfulness and darkness that deludes and blinds them from self-control and from making smart decisions. So they can't control you the way that they can control other people, to get them to do whatever it is that they want them to do, to get them to say whatever it is that they want them to say. Whenever they want something from someone, they can easily control someone to get whatever it is that they want by using manipulation, by using guilt, and by love bombing and all that. But with you, it's different. Now it's very different. They can get over on people. They can treat people however they want. And these people will still decide to stick around and tolerate the way that they are towards them. When it comes to a child of God, they don't know that when they try to do something like that, they're gonna hit a wall. Because just like they try to act like they have more power than you, like they can quickly try to control you, they won't be able to. They're eventually going to hit the wall, and they're not going to get across and get whatever it is that they want. Now, children of God have this spirit of discernment. We know when someone is trying to use us. We know when someone is just trying to use us for their own personal gain. We can see when someone really doesn't care about us, but they're pretending to care about us because there's something that they want that is in it for themselves. And we notice that. We see their little games that they play, their little power trips on our emotions, their tactics. Other people don't see this, but we can see exactly people for the real true them, not the person they pretend to be. We see the real person hiding deep inside them. Now, they try to act like everyone's just stupid and people don't really know what's going on, but they try to act like you're stupid too. They see everyone the same way. That, oh, well, if I always win, I always get what I want. So, this chosen one, since they're spiritual, since they're kind and they're so loving and they're all about positivity and love and light, they're going to do whatever it is that I ask them to do. And it doesn't work that way. With a chosen one, you're not easily controllable. You're not easily manipulated. People can't easily control you to get you to do something, to get you to obey them, to get you to submit to their evil ways. When you know that whatever it is that they're asking is not, doesn't sit right with you. Or you just have the right to say no to them. And they're so used to everyone saying yes to them. And you, as a chosen one, you have that strong sense of placing your happiness above another person. We should never place our happiness in the hands of someone else. What I mean is place someone else's happiness before our own. So when we know that whatever it is that they're demanding, it's too much for us, and it's going to make us feel bad about ourselves in the end, or it's going to make us feel resentful, we have every right to say no to them. And even if they throw a hissy fit, a little temper tantrum because they're so manipulative, um, we finally know that that's their emotion and that we are not responsible for their emotions. That they're already they are going to get over that emotion just because we say no to them, and they're not going to get over on us and use us. So when we're gifted, we have that spirit of discernment. And the devil hates that he can't control you. He can't get you off to do something that God has not called you to do, or called you to help, or whatever it is that they're asking, that you know that it's a distraction, or it's just a waste of time. So I just want to say that message, that chosen ones are not easily controlled, that we end up always staying true to ourselves and our path, and that no one can just come near us and try to um, change certain areas in our life, because we have a very stabilized lifestyle and peace and contentment with who we are.